Hello and welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to build a test board, and well, this is how it's going to look because I need to test. I'm going to create some functions and I need to test them. So I'm going to make a test board, and the test board is going to be like this. Okay. Now what I've done so far, I haven't changed any of the code. I've just renamed them. This one is the one I think we're gonna use this the most, so I've just put it first. And that one just gives, in fact, I'll just run them so you can see what they do. In fact, I messed that up now. Okay, let's just do that. That one prints that the proper game board. That one prints the borders and the game board. And this one prints the numbers, as in the thing. And if you want to see the raw array, you just go up, and that shows you the raw. That's the raw array there. So what I want to do is I want to create a function called test board, and in fact I'm going to paste it in. Save a bit of time. And that is the function. Now instead of using these enums, I've just used a raw number here instead of using red and yellow. And it just sets the squares here and it sets them there. And that's all it does. As you can see, all it's doing is it's taking this array, taking a reference to this array as a parameter, and it's setting these things manually. Okay. So now what I want to do is I want to run it every time. I want to run it every time. So what I'll do is I'm going to copy it. I'm going to put it on the initialize board. So it's going to always initialize that board. So what I'll do now, I'll show you how it looks. And that's how the board looks. Can you see? And if you want to see it like that, that's how it looks like that. And that's how it looks like. You can't, as you can see, you can hardly see it here. It's not very clear, is it? And it's even less clear when you see it like this. You haven't got a clue what it is, but that's just a board array. Okay. So now, I'm gonna, when you're building a game like this, you don't necessarily know how it's going to end, what the end is going to be. And as I was saying, I could have used a double array, but I don't know what the end is going to be. So I used a single array. And I always do that, unless the only reason I use a double array is if I knew the end. Now, I don't know what the end is. However, what do I know? I know that I need a board, so I've created a board. I know that I need to test if a square is empty. So I've created the function has empty. I know that I need a test board, so I can test things. Okay? And I also know that I need to be able to find 4 in a line. I need to check the board to see, is there 4 in a line on this board? Right? So I don't know how it's going to end, but I need certain functions I need, and that is one of them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a function that you put it on a square. For instance, you land it, you give it a square, you give it the direction, you give it the board, and you give it the color, as in red or yellow. And what it would go away and do is count how much squares are in that direction. For instance, if I give it land it here on 32, that's the square. Direction is 1. The board is this board here, and the color and os is red. What it would do is it would go 1, 2, 3, and it will say, oh, that's a board. So it will stop and it will return 3. If I put it here, it will do 1. It will do 1, 2, 3, 4, and it will return 4. So that's all the function's going to do. So I'm just going to give it. It's just going to have a parameter of the start square, the direction, the board, and os. So what I'll do is I'll paste it in and then I will explain it. And this function, we want to be able to see when it's falling in line, and we want to be able to do other things. So this is the first step. Now, as you can see, it's not that complicated. What we do is start, scare, direction, board, and us. The us is just say the color. In our case, it's red. Okay. So how does it work? Let me just bring this up. It starts with let found equals 0, and it goes while board square. That's the square that we pick. So if we, in this case, say the square is 31. Say the square is 31. The direction is 1, and the board is this board. Us is red. Okay. So what it would do is, if I'll put it here. Let me just put it in. So we're gonna feed it. Start square 31. Direction is 1. Board is this. I just put this board, and us is red. Okay, so that's what we're gonna feed it, and let's see what it would. Let's step through the code and see what it does. What it will do is it will come into this loop, a while loop, and it will do while board start square not equal to border. Okay, so the start square is 31, so it will start here on 31. Is that a border? It's not a border. So it will move to here. If board start square not equal to us, okay, us is red. It's equal to us. So what it will do is, it's not equal to us. I mean, this is false. So what it will do is it carry on. It will do found plus plus, and then it will do start square plus equals direction. So by the time it gets to here, the start square will be 32 because the direction is 1. So then it will go to this while loop, board start square not equal to border. So it's 32. Is 32 a border? No. Then we'll say if board not equal to us, board is equal to us. So therefore it will come into here, found plus plus, and it will keep going like that until it gets to start square equals 35. Alright, say if it's 34 here, it will do start square plus equals direction, so that means that will make it 35. Then it will do while board start square not equal to border, but when it's 35, it is equal to the border. So what it will do, it will stop this loop, and then it will return found, which in this case will be 4. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to check it with these two things. I'll check it with some of these things. Okay, so what I'll do is I'm going to put a note here. I need to check it with 29 and 31. Right. Let's see what this thing does. Start square. Let's do 31. Direction is 1. The board is this board, and us is red. I'm gonna just put red. Let's see what it comes up with. Comes up with 0. That's strange. Okay, let me have a look now. Okay. So it's worked, but I've mixed myself up somewhere. Okay, yellow is 1. Okay, that's what the problem was. So it worked, but I should have put yellow here. So the problem is I drew this wrong. That should be yellow. And that should be red. So that worked. So what I'm going to do is now I'm going to set that to 32 and 3. That's worked. If I set it to 34, it returns 1. If I set it to 35, it should return 0. Okay, if I set it to 29, it should return 0. If I set it to 29 plus set it to red, it should return 1. Now if I set it to 9, which is the direction that the wind is in, it should find 4. So as you can see, this thing is working correctly. One more check, I'm going to put 47 in, and that should find 2. As you can see, if I land on 47 and I put red, it's going to find 2. So let's do that. 47, and it's found 2. And if I put yellow, it's going to find 0 because there isn't any yellow one that's square. Okay. So that is the first part of us trying to find 4 in a line. Is that function there that we just give it a direction, we give it the board, we give it a star square, we give it the color, and then it goes and counts how much squares are in that direction. Anyway, thanks for watching the video. Until next time, bye.